Okay, this is kind of a variation of what I just did with the peacock or the 1, 2, 3 design. I did a quilt last year that I put this in, and I'll show that quilt when I'm done. But what it is you basically do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, but instead of doing just 3, I just continue to do a lot of them. Sometimes, okay, now see, they're kind of spaced pretty big, so I may want to go back and fill that in. I'll come in different direction and do that and kind of echo around, trying to elongate these. I'll get what I'm seeing here in a minute. It's hard to explain. I don't really have any loop I'm going around. I'm just trying to fill in. See what I'm doing? Well, of course you can see what I'm doing. I'm videotaping it. But it's still almost the same thing that I was doing before. If I get in an area where I don't have a lot of room, I kind of like this better. I get more in a rhythm of where I'm going with this. Sometimes I'll elongate them and I don't worry about it looking kind of funny at this point, because you can always come back around, get them going the other direction. Like snails or something. I don't know. Oops. That's a little strange. Just like the other one. Don't worry about perfection. And I try to vary on the length of these things. Sometimes I'll get going real long. Other times, you know, I just go shorter. This is not my own creation again, but I learned it by accident when I was doing all those 1, 2, 3. I was really never shown this one. It just sort of came about as I turned my 1, 2, 3s into 4, 5, 6, 7s. And then I started looking at it, hey, that doesn't look too bad. But since then, I've seen a lot of people do the same thing, and they probably evolved the same way for them. Getting a little long. I think on YouTube I have like 5 minutes. I'm probably getting a little bit bored watching this. This is where it gets tricky when you're trying to fill in. Some of you are probably thinking, why are we watching her quilt? She hardly ever quilts. I stick my computer on and away I go, but I still like to do background fills. You know, I might do a feather wreath or something, or motifs, but then you've always got to know this stuff. Did I get it? Ah, pretty good. Well, it's okay. But see how I've got large areas? I've got larger areas in there and smaller areas, and it just sort of breaks it up a little bit. This was the quilt I was telling you about that I have some of that background fill that we just did in it. As you can see, it looks pretty decent around feathers and things. Let's see if I can get... Now I even did it in a little border here. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me zoom it in. Don't know how much detail this video is getting, but see how I did a little border? It's kind of the same principle.